It is my pleasure to introduce the presenter for the next regional award from the fabulous Southwest region, my RVP, Andrew Lebovich.
Thank you, Trish. Thank you, everyone. Teamwork. As we've heard numerous times over the last 3 days, it's a quintessential component of air traffic control, particularly when dealing with emergency conditions. This was clearly evident on the evening of October 11th, 2015, when controllers Wade Martin and Nick Valdez from Dallas Love Field found themselves facing a situation that controllers prepare for, but hopefully never encounter. November 4432 Bravo had just departed, but wasn't responding to control instructions, and no reply from the aircraft's transponder was being received. All Wade and Nick had was the aircraft's primary target on their radar display. Unbeknownst to Wade and Nick, the aircraft had experienced a complete electrical failure. Then the phone rang. The caller was a 911 dispatcher who informed Nick and Wade that a pilot in distress had reached out via his cell phone in an attempt to make contact with those on the ground. Unfortunately, the pilot's first call to 911 failed. Thankfully, however, the pilot was able to reach 911 again, and the dispatcher was able to patch him through to the tower. With a complete electrical failure, the pilot needed to get back on the ground as quickly as possible. Wade and Nick's actions had to be fast, precise, with no margin for error. Nick took over all frequencies and the responsibilities for other aircraft so Wade could focus solely on assisting the pilot. They made sure the runway lights were turned to maximum to allow the pilot to better see the airport. The pilot needed help identifying whether his landing gear was down, as he had no indication whether it was. Wade and Nick knew they had to utilize all tools at their disposal to get that information to the pilot. There was an airport operations vehicle and 2 aircraft on the field, a King Air and the Dallas Stars 757. As November 4432 Bravo did a flyover of the runway, Nick coordinated with the 2 aircraft in the operations vehicle to ascertain if the landing gear was down. Let's listen to this exceptional example of teamwork.
Love Tower.
This is Stephanie with 911. I have the pilot that was having the electrical issues and couldn't land. I have him on the line.
Please connect in.
Okay, just a moment.
Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Barely.
Do you have your gear down?
I have no indication. Can I overfly the runway?
If you can, please, and if you need to, do whatever you need to do. Overfly the runway, preferably 13 left, but if you need the right, I understand. Because we were trying to find you with binoculars, and we couldn't see you at all out the window.
1 left?
13 left.
Do you have somebody on the runway to verify?
I have opses out there, and there's 2 aircraft holding short of the runway. We can ask both of them to look for your gear as well as us looking out the window.
All right. If you turn the runway lights all the way up, it might help them identify. I've got complete electrical failure.
We've turned them up. Nick, turn the lights all the way up, every single one. We will turn everything up for you, sir. What's your name?
Joseph Clark.
Joseph Clark. Okay, and we'll, if you want to stay on the phone, Stephanie, is that okay?
I will do the best I can. I don't have any way to do it except hold it with my shoulder.
No, don't hold it up with your shoulder.
1-3 left.
Yeah, don't hold it up with your shoulder. I want you to be able to fly the plane without any issues. If you want to put it on speaker, that's fine. But if you want to, just go ahead and overfly the runway. If you want to offset as closest to the tower as you want to, I mean, we can try and look and see what we can see.
All right. I've been having trouble looking at the map to find the tower. Where is it exactly?
Okay, from what we see on the radar scope, you're directly north of the airport. So if you basically start on a 180 heading, actually, if I tell you what, I'll give you from your exact position, I'll put you in a base turn. If you go heading 240, that'll put you on about a 1.5 mile final base leg to final for 13 left and right.
I'm already on base for 13 left.
Okay, do you have the airport in sight?
Yes, sir.
Hey, tell 1 Delta Mike in that King Air to look for a gear, please, and Ops 4. Okay, so you're on a 240 heading. You're about if you keep that heading for about another mile, that's where the final is for 13 left. Can you fly it visually to the runway?
Yes, sir. I'm getting ready to turn final right now.
Okay, I'm going to grab the binoculars so that when you overfly, we'll take a look.
All right, slow it down a little bit, see if I can help you. I'll try and get down over the runway light.
Okay. Were you were you able to crank it down or?
I've tried the emergency extension, but I have no indication. It's all electrical.
Okay. And after we take a look, I'll leave the decision up to you. I will have the fire equipment standing by if you want to make a pass at trying to land.
All right. Well, we'll see if you guys can see anything. I may try a couple more times to get this gear down.
Sure, absolutely.
All right. I appreciate it. Coming up on short final to see what we can see.
Okay. Let the King Air and the 757 know that he's short final. Our city ops vehicle, and there's a King Air at the approach end. You're passing the 757 now.
Yeah, I see him.
They all three of them say that your gear appears to be down.
It appears down.
Hold on 1 second. 757's talking right now. What did he say?
Appears down all the way.
They say they appears to be down all the way.
All three?
All three.
All right. I'm going to come back around, but it will be a dead stick landing just in case it is not locked.
Not a problem. Can you please explain dead stick to me?
Yeah, I am going to come back around. I will land with the engine off just in case the gear is not locked.
Not a problem. I'm going to roll the fire equipment right now. Roll them.
If the gear is locked, I'd like to get out and check it. If it's good, I'll taxi it back over to the FTO.
Not a problem. We'll have the fire equipment standing by. You're going to do one more. You're going to come around in the pattern and try it on this one, right?
Yes, I'll land on 13 left. I'm going to come in a little bit hot and turn the engine off and then land.
Okay, and let me pass that information real quick. Hey, it'll be a dead stick landing. He's going to turn the engine off as soon as he's short final. So he wants to get out of the plane, check the gear to make sure it's locked so that he can taxi into parking. All right, Joseph, we'll be waiting for you. I'm going to keep you on the line until you get down on the ground, okay?
All right. When I turn base, I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down so I can fly.
Absolutely.
I'll get with you when I get stopped.
Absolutely. Let me know when you're turning base so I can let everybody else know.
All right, will do.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and turn base now.
He's turning base now.
And I'll probably end up landing a little bit long, so be fast.
Not a problem. I'm not going to put anybody on the runway because we couldn't see you at first. I'm not putting anybody on the runway until you pick the phone back up and let me know that you're okay to get out of the plane. That's when I'm going to put the fire trucks on the runway behind you because I don't want to put them in front of you.
Okay, that works for me. I'm turning base now. I'm going to go ahead and put the phone down.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'll get 2 minutes.
Turning base. Thank you.
In preparation for the dead stick landing, Wade and Nick had ensured that the aircraft rescue and firefighting vehicles were on standby just in case the catastrophic had happened. Because of their timely actions, the pilot was able to confirm that his landing gear was down and attempted to land at Love Field. Wade and Nick were instrumental in getting Joseph Clark safely on the ground that evening, less than 6 minutes after communications were reestablished. I'm very proud to present this award and recognize two of my brothers from the Southwest region, Nick Valdez and Wade Martin.
Hey, I just want to thank everyone for coming here. It's definitely an honor to be up here standing right now. I want to thank Wade, actually, for being there with me, and I wouldn't pick anyone else. So his experience helped me stay calm and get the job done. I want to thank my parents for coming. I want to thank Brian Kelly for submitting me and Wade for the award, my supervisor and other coworkers that were able to come, friends from Fort Worth, and other MTSU alum. Thank you.
I'm very humbled and honored for this award, and I just want to thank Brian Kelly for nominating us for the award as well. I want to thank all my brothers and sisters. Every time I get on a plane, I know that I'm going to be okay. I want to thank my family for coming out. I want to thank my wife for putting up with the controller's crazy schedule. Also want to thank Paul and Trish for everything you guys have done for us and continue to do for us. And thank you.